Welcome to Melbourne Town Hall Ultra Tune Fight Night, Bob Rosecap 2017 July. Going to be a massive show. We've got Michelle, the Ultra Tune girl here. Michelle, it's going to be a big night, isn't it?
It's going to be such a big night. I'm excited.
Stay tuned for interviews, action and much, much more. Back here at Melbourne with Atta and Mohammed. Atta, you flew in from Sydney. How's your boxer Mohammed going to go tonight?
Yeah, he's ready to fight for 4 rounds. He's 100% ready. I think you have a good match in this tournament.
Mohammed, how are you feeling?
Yeah, I'm feeling good. I'm really ready for fight. That's it. I'm hungry and I'm angry.
What country are you from originally?
I'm from Persian, Iran.
Oh, okay, Iran. All the best. Welcome to Melbourne and enjoy your professional debut.
Thank you so much.
Back here with Stuart Stokes. Stuart, you fight Mr. Chamberlain tonight, Clifford Chamberlain Jr. How are you feeling?
Yeah, feel good, mate. Feel confident. Trained hard, so we're ready to go.
Birchie, you flew in from Sydney, Cronulla. What was the weather like in Cronulla compared to Melbourne?
It was nice and warm yesterday, so yeah, it's freezing here today, but we can handle it. Doesn't matter in that ring, it's going to heat up quite a bit. We've got a 6-pack riding on this, so you better win.
Bob Rosecap night. Nice Melbourne weather, though. For us, it's pretty good weather. It hasn't rained, so it's good. But you Sydney side get sport with the weather.
Yeah, mate, we do. Nice and warm there. Nice and good weather to train in. So, but Melbourne's good, mate. I love it. Love the people here. And big thanks to Ultra Tune as well for putting this on with yourself.
Cheers, mate. How do you feel about fighting Cliff Chamberlain Jr.? Do you know anything about him?
No, mate, don't know anything. I mean, he's here to win and I'm here to win. So it should be a good, nice, tough fight.
Okay, guys, enjoy it and thanks for supporting the event.
Thank you very much, mate.
Back here with the Benet brothers tonight. One of them fights for the Bob Rosecap. You're fighting Corey Allen. How do you feel about that?
I feel pretty confident this time. I think my time is now and I will show everyone, I will show the coach, all my family, and I want some. I really want that win and now it's time to get it.
How are you feeling? You're fighting Troy Bullock. What do you know about Troy?
Not so much actually. I think he has only one pro fight. Yeah, and he won it. That's all. That's pretty much all I know about it. And so that's it. Yeah, that's great. Okay.
Your nickname's Patrick Swayze, Roadhouse, they call you. Did you ever see the movie Roadhouse?
Yeah, I watched it when I was a while ago. Yeah, I watched it a while ago. Yeah, some people say I look like him. Some just don't. Like, I just like it. It's okay. It's okay to me. It's like a compliment.
Oh, it was a Hollywood heartthrob. You're going okay if you compare to Patrick Swayze, let me tell you that. Also, you fought Matt Sheehan, who's got big booms on him. What was Matt Sheehan like to fight?
He was pretty strong. Yeah, it was a tough fight, man. Hopefully, I had a good guard, so he kind of saved me. But yeah, he's a very good boxer. Yeah, awesome boxer.
Daryl, you flew in from Perth. Obviously, the weather's better in Perth than it is here in Melbourne. How are the boys going? How are they prepared?
They haven't prepared with me. They've been over in Belgium, so they've had some time off. They did come back here early, and I've asked them to train, so they've done that. So they've seeked out some Melbourne friends that we've got, and we've got an amateur champion from the European countries that come out and give us a hand. And we're going to see, I think, a more aggressive Benet boys. So.
Great. Good luck, boys. Back in the changes with Mars Federica. Mars is a Western Suburbs boy, Samoan background, big fan of Joseph Parker. But tonight, you're having your first professional fight. How are you feeling?
Yeah, not too bad.
What height and weight are you, Mars? Because I'm 6'2" and you're towering over me.
Yeah, 6'7", 140 kgs.
6'7", yours 140 kilo. Gee, that's. You ever thought of playing football?
Nah, not really.
Collingwood need a few big guys. Would you play at Collingwood?
Oh, I'll give it a go.
Do you follow rugby league or do you follow AFL?
Oh, no, not really. Nothing.
So what do you do with your spare time when you're not boxing or training for boxing?
Oh, just kids, family. Yeah, that's
You've got some kids?
Yeah, 3 kids.
Oh, great. Let's go into what got you into boxing? Why do you want to be a boxer?
Just always been interested in it. Yeah, just thought I'd give it a go.
And where do you train? Whose gym do you use and what area are you from?
From Hoppers Crossing, train out of Wyndham City Gym.
So you're a Wyndham Vale boy or?
Yeah.
Okay, mate, from everyone on the KO Boxing Show, Bob Rosecap night. great to have the big boys here. 6'7", 140 kilo. Doesn't get any bigger than that. And enjoy the night, mate.
Cheers, mate. Thanks.
Back here in the change rooms with Andrew Wallace. Today, Andrew fights for the vacant Victorian super lightweight titles. Trainer Christian and also trains Sam Solomon. Star-studded gym. How are you feeling, Andrew?
I'm feeling great. The preparation went well. Just can't wait to get it on now.
You're originally from England. Whereabouts in England are you from?
Well, I was born in Wolverhampton, but brought up in South London, like Stretton, Brixton, all the rough parts.
So when Australia play England in a cricket, who would you be barracking for?
For Australia now, for sure.
Oh,
yeah.
Really?
Yeah, yeah.
Gee, that's okay. Yeah, Christian, you've done well here, mate. You've got him barracking for Australia already. Has he done the work?
Yes, he's ready. This should be a good fight.
Now, let's go over. You've got also Korean boxer Dong. You also got Adam Koulis on the card as well. The Golden Greek. He's been dubbed by Tony, one of the guys that does the posters. Adam's very charismatic, isn't he?
Yeah, he's very athletic, very strong for that weight. He does the hard work and looking for another good fight.
Okay, you guys train out of the Fight Fit gym, Paul Fifield in South Melbourne. It's a massive gym, isn't it?
Yeah, it's a lovely gym. It's got all the facilities there. I mean, it's good. Lots of ringing there for us to spar with and stuff like that, yeah.
You've had some fights in England as well. What does that compare, fighting in England and fighting in Australia? Is it a different market?
I've already done like amateur fights in England. Like all my pro fights has been like America, Ireland, but never in England. But lots of amateur fights in England, and the scene's tremendous. I mean, there's a lot of followers out there. I mean, that love boxing.
World champions, haven't they? England at the moment.
Yeah, you guys are flying. Look, getting to Conor McGregor and Mayweather. Did you give Conor McGregor any chance against Mayweather?
No chance. No chance. Mayweather is just too good for him. I mean, McGregor's not a proper boxing. I mean, so nah, wouldn't give him a chance.
What about you, Christian? Give him any chance?
No chance. I was going to try and make a joke of it, but I can't. They've already made a joke of it. Mayweather should stop him.
Okay, guys, well, enjoy the night and all the best. You're fighting for the Victorian title.
Thanks for having us on the
Thanks for the support. Back here with Michael Harrington. Michael has his professional debut tonight. He's from that Terrelgan, Gippsland area, which is a great area. You've got some great TV leading up to the fight. Your opponent, 6'7", 130-odd kilo. You're a big boy yourself. Gee, it's exciting to have both you inside the ring.
Yeah, mate, I can't wait. It's one of those things I've been working really hard up towards the date, and I just can't wait to get in there with the big fella and battle it out.
You're a musician as well, and you told me you sing covers. What type of music do you would you do with the covers?
Mate, I'm actually a folk artist, so the song doesn't match the head, so to speak. But yeah, I do that as a side job, and I love it.
Where are some of the places you gig at, and where does it begin?
So I've played places like Vodka Temple on Lygon Street here in Melbourne, and then I've played at iconic places like the Dargo Pub in Forest Gippsland. So all over the joint.
Gee, that's great. From everyone on the KO Boxing Show, Bob Rose Cup night. Enjoy the night and looking forward to your fight, mate. The heavyweights, it's always great to have heavyweights on there.
Cheers, mate. Thanks very much.
Back in the changes with Clifford Chamberlain Jr, Bob Rose Cup night. Massive night here at Melbourne Town Hall. How are you feeling, mate?
Excited, nervous, ready to go.
You're fighting Stuart Stokes, a Sydney sider, formerly from Melbourne. What do you know about Stuart?
Not a lot, to be honest, but he's had a couple of fights, same kind of record, lost couple, lost same as myself. Didn't get the outcome we got last time, hopefully for a better outcome this one to get the win tonight.
Okay, mate, you love the sport and it's such a beautiful sport, boxing, isn't it? You were a former Australian amateur champion?
Yep. Victorian titles and Australian champions in, I think it was 2005 up in Cairns.
Well done, mate. From everyone on the KO Boxing Show, enjoy the night.
All right, thanks.
Bob Rose Cup night becomes an international event. We've got Tassanu Yusasop. He's from Bangkok, Thailand. Flew in on Wednesday. I bet the weather's a lot warmer in Bangkok than it is here, Mr. Tassanu.
Yes.
You have your boxer here, fights Adam Koulis, the Golden Greek. He looks fit. What can you tell me about him?
Yeah, he is fit there. He is always training. He come here to fight.
Great. Was he a boxer, puncher? What's his record? Has he had a lot of Muay Thai fights?
He has about 15 Muay Thai fight and 20 amateur fight.
Wow, tonight he has his second professional fight. From everyone in Victoria, wishing the overseas guests a warm welcome here in Melbourne and enjoy Bob Rose Cup night. It's a big event here in Melbourne, and thank you for your support coming in all the way from Thailand.
Yes, okay, and thank you for your always support to me too.
Back in the changes, one of our favourites at Malvern Town Hall. This guy's won 3 Bob Rose Cups. What a massive effort, and Bob Rose Cup night, it's massive, isn't it?
Awesome night, and you throw the best shows, Pete, and it's good to come back here and be involved and to be out there and just watch for once.
What was it like winning those Bob Rose Cups? Let's go over it, because the first one you won, you're basically a teenager.
Yeah, I was a baby. I'm fully grown now, but it was a great experience. I cherish it because I think I'm the only fighter to win 3 now. So, it was an awesome experience, and I thank you for giving me the opportunity.
Michael only has not won Bob Rose Cups. He's world rated. He's won Asian Pacific titles. And he's also trained at the Wildcard Gym under Freddie Roach in Los Angeles, which is a famous hub for up-and-coming boxers who take their sport seriously. What was it like training at the Wildcard, and what was the atmosphere like?
It was crazy, what an experience to be, walking in those doors with Freddie Roach staring at you and shaking your hand was just a dream come true. It was so intense, just the training, the styles over there. It's completely different to here. Taking nothing away from Australian boxing, but I think it's another level over there. Just the way they train and just in preparation for fights, it's just completely different level. So it was nuts. I'm looking forward to being back there and training hard.
When are you planning to get back to Los Angeles, and who also trains you? Does Marvin train you, the Filipino guy, or who's any offsiders that you get there?
Yeah, little Marvin's involved heaps, but I train with Ernie and Pepe over there underneath with Freddie Roach as well. So I keep myself busy. We got Mike Altamura working fights for early October, but we're just taking it nice and easy and just playing the game smart. So we'll see how we go.
That's great. Early October, we're going to see Michael Zarafa in action. What can you tell us about Los Angeles and the lifestyle? I mean, great coffee places. It's laid back. You were there a while. Did you run into any movie stars or any celebrities?
I just missed Sylvester Stallone and Mark Wahlberg. They were in preparation with Manny Pacquiao. But the lifestyle over there is just crazy, Pete. It's completely different. I missed home, to be honest. It was a real disgusting place. And for there, I'm there for business. I just couldn't wait to be home. So I was wrapped.
Where do you normally stay in Los Angeles? 'Cause it's a massive place. People don't realise how big it is.
Yeah, I was right near Wildcard, luckily, on Vine Street, Hollywood Boulevard, and it gets pretty chaotic over there. So it's definitely not like home, but like I said, we're there for business and there to do a job, and looking forward to being back there with the Wildcard family and fighting.
Michael Zarafa, the Bob Rose Cups, triggered his career to an international career. And that's what Bob Rose Cups are all about. We start them off like this and they go on to bigger and better things. Michael, 3 Bob Rose Cups, mate. Congratulations and enjoy the night.
I appreciate it. Thank you, Pete, and thanks to everyone watching.
Back here in the change rooms with the Beechworth boys. They bred them tough in Beechworth, and it's -4 degrees there at the moment. A bit warmer in Melbourne. You guys are the only guys that are coming here and saying it's warmer in Melbourne. Everyone else has been saying it's cold. Mate, how are you feeling, your first professional debut?
Yeah, feeling pretty good. Feeling confident, so should be a good night.
John, has he done the work? Is he ready?
He's done the work twice over. We've been waiting for this for a long time. And the way we've been training, in the cold, in the hot, in the cold, he's been going very well, sparring the whole bit. So this is the night we're going to put it all together.
You mentioned cold and then hot. How did you get hot in Beechworth?
That was in the summertime. It is hot in the summertime, Peter.
Oh, okay, so it's been a long preparation.
Yeah. Well, he's only he's been back in harness for about 6 months now, and he left for a little while, and then he's come back, and we really got into it from there on in.
John, you're an old school guy. You had the Northside Gym. Morris shot off camera. He runs a gym now, and it's a massive gym. It's a great gym for suburban people out in the north. Vince Serby, a lot of big names have trained there. Collingwood footballers have trained as well. Anthony Rocker and Paul Licuria. Right. Who are the best of the best when you had the footballers? Who could really throw them?
You wouldn't get hit by Anthony. He's too big. But as a mover, Paul Licuria. Good mover, good puncher. But if Anthony got old out, that was the end of that.
Just quietly, I heard you got invited to a few Copeland Trophy nights as well, the boys.
Yes. The both times Paul won the Copeland Trophy 2 years in a row, we're invited to that, my wife and myself, and it was a wonderful night. I had Paul's mother sitting beside me, and the second time, and she said, "John, will he win?" And she had hold of my arm, and when they were counting down, I said, "He's going to win." And when he won it, she nearly ripped my arm off. She said, "You know everything, John." I looked at her and said, "I wish I did," but that was good, yeah.
So you're
memories.
Paul Licuria's lucky charm, we call you.
Yeah.
You're the rabbit's foot for Paul Licuria when he turns up to the Copeland Trophies.
Yeah, no problem there. And a great guy to go with. And Anthony too, great boys.
Daniel, you're a Collingwood supporter. Have you always barracked for Collingwood?
Yeah, always, mate, all my life.
Do you know who Bob Rose is?
Yeah, I've heard of him. Don't know him that well.
Bit too young, mate. He was a Collingwood legend. Yeah. Eddie Maguire said that he got told Bob Rose was the best footballer he's ever seen, and Eddie said Nathan Buckley's the best footballer that he's witnessed. So that's how high Bob Rose was considered at Collingwood.
Yeah.
And he actually went out to Wangaratta Way. You know Colin, his brother.
Colin, his brother. I know Colin well. Actually, we got the last signed autograph. There was 4 brothers, and we've got all the signatures on of the photo of them sitting on a fence when they were kids in footy uniform. And we got the last signed autograph before Colin passed away.
Did Colin pass away?
Not Colin, Bob. Bob passed away.
Yep, Colin's still alive.
Yeah,
You're watching Colin.
Sorry, Colin.
Yeah, he's just put the line through you, mate.
As cold as it be, Colin would have his shorts on tonight.
Okay. Well, mate, I'd love to see a copy of that. Maybe get us a scam one or something like that. All right, boys. Enjoy the night and your first professional fight, mate. Bob Rose Cup. Can't wipe the smile off your face. Long John's got the Collingwood jump. It's going to be a beauty of a night. Former professional fighter Tassie Brown, one of the popular guys in the sport, undefeated as a professional, outstanding amateur, trained under Jeff Fennick. Now as a promoter, mate, you've been doing a lot of good things out in Tasmania, and you've got a lot of good fighters out there, mate. Who have you got on your next promotion?
Well, I've got Luke Jackson defending his WBO Oriental title. We're close to a world title shot. So I've got Luke. I've got Joe Corner, who I've got him taking to Shanghai tomorrow. We go fight on Zhu Min's undercard, which is good. Matthew Trifford, Plugger versus Johnny Brown. We've got a stacked card. Boxing's really booming in Hobart, thanks to Adam Wilcox and myself, you know.
Get him in here, mate. Get in here, Jake. You're going off to China.
Yeah, Shanghai.
The RMB, you getting paid in RMB or you getting paid in US dollars?
US dollars, mate, US dollars, yeah. So we leave tomorrow, fight next Friday against Lee Han, and it's on the Zhu Min undercard. So 20,000 people, they reckon, at Shanghai. So should be awesome.
Gee, the Shanghai noodles will be nice over there, won't they?
I hope so, yeah.
Yeah, no, I've been to Shanghai a few times. It's a nice place. Do you know where I mean, are you just bringing one fighter over?
Yeah, they called us up. Yeah, just one fighter, and I'm hopefully taking one to Russia in November on Vlad Huranov's show. So got some international connections now, Pete. I'm taking after you, brother, being taking over from where you left off, champ. So no, it's good. I'm enjoying it, mate. So. Yeah.
So what date's your promotion? Let's keep it basic. You're talking Shanghai, Moscow, and all this type of stuff. Mate, let's keep it Hobart. What's happening over there?
September 16th.
Joe's all right, mate. Come in. I know. He's talking big cities, mate. Don't get overawed.
September 16th, Hobart City Hall, fight card and Tassie Brown Promotions. Luke Jackson title fight. Stacked undercard, 7 pro fights. Big night in Tasmania, mate. We're doing big things down there in the Upper Isle.
Oh, sounds great. Get over there and support Tassie Brown, doing some big things. Well done, mate. And Action Jackson, let's hope we get him a world title as well.
Oscar Valdez, we want him next year.
Okay. Enjoy, mate. All the best in Shanghai.
Thank you. Thank you very much, mate.
Great card. Thanks, Peter.
Back ringside with the ambassador of the Bob Rose Cup, incredible Hulk, Renee King, always does a lot for charities and what have you, and a legend at a Collingwood footballer. Bob Rose, what a great occasion, what a great man.
Yeah, once again, Pete, we're back here again. Great night of boxing. always look forward to it for the Bob Rose Cup. It's an institution now on the calendar. It's been going probably 12 years, and I look forward to it every time. Great fights and a great night of boxing.
Renee, let's go over your career. You're a Collingwood legend. You played Tank O'Connell in the club. Must have been great.
Yeah, Tank O'Donnell, it was fantastic back in the early days since 1979, of course, with Graham Kennedy and Jack Thompson, and wonderful memories, and it still comes up and it's still on TV every year.
It is, mate, it is. Now let's go over Bob Rose. You met the man. What type of man was he?
Bob Rose is one of the greatest players, I believe, that played at Collingwood. I met him many a time. I didn't play under him or play with him. I missed out on the year that he did coach at Collingwood. I think I went across to Essendon to play, but they all tell me that, of course, all the players that were from his era hold him in the highest regard.
Rene King, club legend, number 36, always immortalised, and then brought on by Dane Swan as well, mate. Enjoy Bob Rose Cup and Sav Rock.
Of course, wonderful, but great players and great players to follow me. Thank you very much.
Back here ringside, Bob Rose Cup night, Ultra Tune, the main sponsors. Jimmy Vegas, one of the big celebrities at Ultra Tune. The boss really of, Sean Buckley's right-hand man, representing Sean Buckley. How are you feeling tonight, mate? You've got the Ultra Tune girls already as well.
Absolutely, mate. It's good to be here as usual and looking forward to tonight's fights. And I wish everyone well. And just waiting on Sean. He's running a little bit late, but he'll be here tonight.
Let's introduce us to the lovely Ultra Tune girls.
I'm Katie, Michelle, Cassie.
Now the girls, they like boxing, obviously, because we've seen them at the boxing before?
Yeah, they love boxing a lot. That's why we choose only the best quality in the girls.
You went for a recent holiday with Sean Buckley. What was that like?
We went to Hawaii, Vegas and LA. We had a really good time. We actually went to UFC headquarters and had a meeting up there and had a look around, so it's pretty interesting. So a few things are coming up on the card soon.
Okay, let's go over the trip to Vegas. There's also going to be maybe an ad by Mike Tyson.
Yes, there's going to be an ad shot somewhere mid-September. But what happens in Vegas stays in Vegas. I won't go into our trip, but yeah, we had a really good time and looking forward to the next TV commercial we're going to shoot.
Mate, I know what goes in Vegas stays in Vegas. You need to say that. What are some of the highlights in Vegas, though? I mean, there's always something happening. Did you go to any shows?
Oh, we went to quite a few shows, like the Chris Angel show, and there's a lot of pool parties happening and some of the fights down at the, I think it's that arena, that new arena they just built up there.
Yeah, near the MGM Grand at the back to K2.
Yeah, that's about it, mate. It's all good.
Girls, all the best. Thank you for supporting the Bob Rose Cup. And Jimmy's always great to deal with, isn't he?
Yes.
Is he a good guy?
He's awesome. The best.
Jimmy, great work, mate. I love your work. And thanks for supporting Bob Rose Ultra Tune Fight Night 2017, going since 2012. That's 15 years. It's a long time.
It is a long time, and it's good to be here, and I wish you all the best for tonight's show.
Get on the vodkas now, Jimmy. The job's done.
Thank you, Peter.
Back ringside with John Locko and Howard Lee. Howard, Bob Rose was a friend of yours.
Was, yeah, a wonderful man, very gracious, very unfortunate not to win a premiership as a coach. Then he went to Footscray and did well there too, didn't he? No flags though.
No, he cared for his son, though, too, that was in a wheelchair.
Yeah, he was a magnificent man, Bobby Rose. Had the great pleasure of meeting him out at a tennis court in Glen Waverley, and he was just an inspirational bloke. He loved his football, loved his boxing, and more importantly, he loved his son. He was a fantastic man.
Watching Bob Rose, a story that I like, people say kicking goals and being a champion. I watched the 1970 grand final, and Collingwood were 44 points up at half-time. Back in those days, it was like an unbelievable type of lead. You couldn't do it. Barassi said handball to Carlton guys. They came over the top, end up winning by 10 points. Bob Rose would have been absolutely gutted, yet you see him sprint halfway across the field to shake Ron Barassi's hand. When he did that, you cannot put a price on that type of man that he was, Howard.
Yeah, that's right. He was very humble and very gracious in defeat. It was a crushing loss by Collingwood, wasn't it? 44 points up, and they lost.
You were on the ground at that stage doing live crosses, I was told. I wasn't born, but you're on the ground doing live crosses, and I'm told you're a rock and roll DJ as well.
No comment.
Oh, why no comment? What was some of the music? Rock Around the Clock. Rock Around the Clock. Buddy Holly.
Yeah, Buddy Holly.
Who was Johnny O'Keefe.
Yeah, Johnny O'Keefe, Australia's greatest rock and roll singer.
6 o'clock rocket used to be back then. It was massive, wasn't it?
O'Keefe, and you're talking 1970 now, aren't you? I was alive, 20 years of age. You weren't even born. And Howard was a couple of years ahead of me on the clock, Howard, weren't you?
I think
he doesn't look. He looks very resplendent, Howard, tonight, doesn't he?
I was a twinkling in my father's eye then, I think. Howard? No, we haven't finished the interview. Yeah, I was just about to say, what type of music do you like? Because we've seen you inside the boxing ring, and you get a bit of a jingle when the heavy metal stuff goes. I reckon you're a heavy metal guy.
But Stav doesn't play much rock and roll music now. He plays a bit more moderate, you know what I mean? Moderate music. But yeah, he's a humble man, Bob Rose, yep. Collingwood, rock and roll. But they use the expression rock and roll now, don't they?
Yeah, rock and roll.
But so you don't like the bass, all that high bass stuff in the music they do today? How'd Eminem and all those guys? 50 cents?
50 cents, yeah. Not my field, Peter. But you got to ride with the punches, though.
So you're more of an Elvis Presley man?
I also pay tribute tonight to the late Paul Ferrari too.
Absolutely, Paul Ferrari, what an absolute gentleman. I encountered Paul Ferrari in his armour guard days when he used to come and collect the cash. And when I handed the cash over to Paul Ferrari at the Marine Hotel, I had a particular degree of assuredness about me because I knew the good man was in charge of the money. He was a fantastic man, Paul Ferrari. Had a very highly defensive fight style that didn't turn the fans on, but he won the fans over in the end through his sheer defensive skill. Fought for a world title against the great Carlos Zarate, and he performed incredibly well. He was R.I.P. Paul Ferrari. He's a magnificent man.
Twinge of sadness there. Paul Ferrari passed away, 96 professional fights. Defeated Rolando Neveretti, who was a two-time world champion. He went over to Los Angeles and fought the great Carlos Zarate. On the undercard, Lionel Rose fought Bazooka Lamond. It was just a great performance. Ron Casey was there. It was back in the Helican days, and Paul Ferrari, a great sportsman, a great Australian, sadly passed away at 69 years of age, survived by his partner now, Rowena, and his young daughter, Paulina, and also Paul Ferrari Jr. as well. Sad day, but, the great champion.
He carried a brilliant name, Ferrari. I mean, he was as good a boxer as a car is a car. And a great credit to the race of the great Italian people, of which I'm one.
Great. Thank you, guys, and enjoy the night. Wow, what a big night it was here at Malvern. Interviews, highlights, Renee Kink, the Incredible Hulk. Michelle, it was a great night, wasn't it?
It was such a good night. We had a lot of fun.
From everyone on the KO Boxing Show, as we keep saying, Michelle, till next week, keep punching.